At the Hive, we have developed a new functionality for the Kaplan-Meier curves, which are present in the survival chart. This allows us to gain a better understanding of the difference in a survival rate between groups. For example, when we are interested in how a different drug type might influence the survival rate, we can click on Compare Groups, which will take us to the group comparison session. After all information is loaded, we can click on the Survival tab. This shows us the Kaplan-Meier plots, but also more information. One of the most obvious new features is the number at risk table. The number at risk table gives you the number of samples at risk at a given time point. This new addition makes it much clearer how the number at risk is declining over time, which was previously very hard to see because you had to hover over the different points in the Kaplan-Meier curves. The second functionality that we have added is the hazard ratio. This is a measure of how often a particular event happens in one group compared to how often it happens in another group. It can tell you if a group has a higher chance of survival compared to the control group. When we click Calculate Hazard Ratio, we can see in the legend that the hazard ratios are calculated compared to the control group. The control group is defined here in the drop-down menu, and you can change it by clicking on a different group name. We also have added the hazard ratio table, which will give all the different combinations for the different controls. And the final addition that we have made to the survival chart is the option to add landmark lines. This can be done by entering a different time value in the input field. It will draw a vertical line, and at this time point it will calculate the percentage of how many samples are still at risk compared to the initial time point 0. You can add multiple time points by either having a comma separated or space separated list of values. We hope that these new additions help you to gain a better understanding of the survival rates for different groups.